Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're doing F1 2017 career mode part number 2. Yep, it's part number 2, and they were at China, and you can see now the upgrade tree. We have had one of our durability upgrades, and yeah, you can see a front wing is now being upgraded. So first I want to give shout out to the person who makes the thumbnails. His Twitter link will be in the description, and yeah, he's called Adrian. And also you can see now the engine parts, they're quite worn. The overall engine wear is 17% only after 1 weekend. So you can see in practice we had quite a big crash, because those intermediates, and it wasn't easy to make the practice programs when it was intermediates, so I needed to wait until it was dry enough so I can start any programs. As you can see, the track condensation was quite hard to do when it was inters, as we made another spin, this time at quite a slower speed, and you can see another fail just a few corners after that. And yeah, we had tough times to practice. The bend got dry and it didn't get any easier for us. As you can see, we lose back and put the DRS on, and that's us into the gravel trap. As later on we actually got purple results the very next lap actually. Then qualifying pace, we did another spin while trying to push the car to its limit, and we tried to get out as fast as we could, but that's not really fast, but we tried to go out, and got disqualified.
We've been black flagged. Drive back into the pits.
So practice 1 wasn't the best practice sessions. As you can see, we get a handful of resource points, well 115, but we didn't go through all the practice programs, as we went through all of them in practice 2. And actually time management and fuel management, they're not that hard. I mean, I can get them perfect, but I could get them near perfect, like pass. And here you can see our we're trying to put some new engine components, and we're gonna go back to the old ones when we go to track that isn't that engine dependent, probably like Russia, or probably Spain more like, because in Russia you still got these two big straights. In Spain you don't really have a lot of straight line speed, but now we go to qualifying, and we set the fastest lap in Q1, but then we go down to pit 13. We still go to Q2, so that's an improvement to the last race. As you can see, Sainz, Alonso, Van Dorn, Ericsson, Verline couldn't manage to go to Q2, unfortunately for them. Really quite surprised actually Sainz couldn't go to Q2, but then you can see we're P12, but we didn't leave enough time to go out for a final run, because we were looking too much at the timings, and we actually start P15, but Hulkenberg has 5 place grid penalty, and I must tell you, he still started P11. I don't know how this happened. I think it is the glitch in the formation lap that it still goes to P11 after the formation lap. It's going to be fixed in the new patch 1.6, which is coming out today. And yeah, you can see we're beating Kokon just about in the rivalry, because he beat us in qualifying and we lose a little bit of reputation, as you can see. And now we have voicemail.
Hi, guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
And now the team's expectations, we have to finish the race 11th or higher, beat Esteban Ocon, and be 9th or higher in the championship. So that's qualifying, and now it's time for the race. Well, after we put this upgrade of the Motor Kinetic Connect, I believe, as in race strategy we try to go soft mediums. Don't really want to put the super soft tires on because they wear out quite quickly. because they did in last game, and I thought I don't want to do this to myself in this game. Drive with these short super soft tires. But if I think back, I should have gone super soft mediums because tires are a lot different this year. Anyway, we go to 5 red lights. We start P15 shock, and it slides out, and away we go for this Grand Prix, Chinese Grand Prix. And as you can see, I'm going to the inside. We're following him, but we have a bit of contact with Fiat, which puts us wide. Then we dive up the inside with everyone else. And now we can see we're going around the outside of Raikkonen's Palmer's in the points, shocking. And yeah, we actually have really good run. We're up to P11 already, but we seem to have a lot more confidence in the brakes than everyone else, and we moved up to P8 after starting from P15, so that's 7 positions in a few corners. But Grosjean tried to make it then 6, but he didn't manage to do that, and he actually went wide. And we lost a little bit time to Stroll, but then later on we actually broke really early for that corner, but Stroll broke earlier than us, and we managed to dive to the inside. Very next lap 3 we did this on Massa, and he has run us in DRS, I believe, because lap 3, and he'll go up the inside. And we actually tried to brake as late as we could, but we did a mistake and we ran wide. We kept P7, but then Raikkonen dives up the inside and had a lot better run because of our tires being full of grass, and Grosjean did the same. And you can see our car became a boat for a few seconds, and we lost a few positions. And then we made a dive bomb on Grosjean, and actually didn't do any contact in any of these overtakes, which I'm pretty proud of. Now Raikkonen tries to overtake Massa, and he actually makes it done. They used to be teammates in the old years, and probably that's why Massa made it a little bit easier for Raikkonen, because we actually have DRS on the Brazilian. As we go to lap 5, get really close to him, but we get too close as he broke extremely early here, and we lost a big part of our front wing. And you saw through this corner we had to shift down, so we have to come to the pits or we'll lose too much time. And we brake where we usually brake for the hairpin to go quite wide, so it's quite obvious it's time for pitting. And I put repair wing damage to yes, because if we put it to auto, it really rarely change your front wing for some reason, and I don't know why is that. A lot of people had problems in league racing with this. Thankfully I didn't league race and put my front wing to an auto, but it's pretty useless feature because it's not working. As you can see, we have really slow pit stop and we go to last place, but yeah, I mean, I should have been more concentrated while being behind the car, but really confused why he broke so early for that corner. Could have broken later. As you can see, Stroll now comes out in the pits. We want to take these tires to the end, and Stroll's in soft tires, so I doubt he will go to the end on them. And their safety cars, Daniel Pratt had an engine failure, and that's actually gonna help us save our tires. Later on, at the end of lap 9, we're all bunched up and up P18 because Fiat retired, and we're really slow. You can see that's less than 100 miles per hour we're going, and yeah, the leader is really slowing down the pack. And you can see here we're trying to go up the inside but not overtake, so there's a little bit of contact, but we want to confuse him, and it worked out. We're up the inside when the green flag came out, and we're gonna try to go around the outside of this corner, squeeze him a bit, interrupt P17. Quite an aggressive move, but we had to do it. So we get closer to Massa and try to re-overtake him again, but you can see at the end of lap 10 we make a diving move from Massa, but he actually defended, so it's pretty nice. Yeah, I can defend in this game, because they weren't that good last game of defending, because I nearly went into the pits. My teammate is in the pits, and I think this is only pit stop for this race. Stroll now goes up the inside because we're on wide. We're gonna squeeze him as much as we could, but he's still up the inside. There's a bit of contact. Stroll was frustrated and put his hand up, and seems like we have some kind of front-wing damage, but really small, and it shouldn't really make our race harder in any way. As you can see, Stroll now makes an attack on lap 11. We try to squeeze him, but a bit too late, and Stroll is gonna have the move if we don't brake late as we do. We go wide at the hairpin, and we have good run and defend position. And now we're up P9 because all these guys went into the pits. Now P7 because some more people went into the pits. Now we learned our lesson to go on the inside as early as we could, and Stroll didn't have any chance of attacking us on lap 12. And on lap 15, yeah, is 15, yep. We closed up to Massa really quickly because Stroll stopped attacking us, and you can see we make a dive bomb on the hairpin, no contact, and that's why I'm so happy with this move, because there was absolutely no contact. It was really close, and somehow we didn't touch, which usually is the case when you make such a move, and that made me quite happy. But then Sebastian Vettel with the super soft tires, as Esteban Ocon retired, tried to make a move. In lap 16, Vettel couldn't go to the end with these tires, so I don't know why he chose super softs to go with. But Ocon has another engine failure. As you can see, Ricardo coming out of the pits. So he has 2 engine failures in 2 races, so we really need to look at what the problem is. As Vettel tries to go up the inside and around the outside, but doesn't manage to make the move stick. Interrupt P3 now, as Raikkonen went into the pits too, but you can see we're on wide here. I did the mid-second. This was my first lap after I came back, and that's why I drove so badly. As you can see, Ricardo made the move on us, but we managed to defend it. Here we're on wide. In this corner, Ricardo manages to make another move on us, the cutback, and we brake as late as we could here, go around the outside. You can hear some contact, but we keep P4 for now. And Sebastian Vettel, he's gonna have to pit, so we haven't lost that much out of this move, but Ricardo continues making an attack, but we managed to defend with no big trouble. And even though he tried to switch back, it didn't work out. Then a few corners later, he tries to go around the outside, and actually pretty successful. That's a really good move for Ricardo. He had no way to fight it, and then he brake checked us a bit. So really nice move from Ricardo. As you can see, a little bit of smoke coming out because of locking up probably. But then on lap 24, Vettel made his pit stop and is now right behind us, so we get stuck in the curve. But he's gonna be really close and probably gonna try to attack us as we defend the inside line as we did with Stroll earlier on. And Sebastian is going from the outside, and as we know, it's not gonna work, and that's why I put him on the outside. And yeah, we defend the position for now. But then lap 25, only 3 laps to go, and pass over line with tires. We have Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas trying to make a move around the outside, and we brake quite early because we were too wide down the straight, and Vettel made a huge lockup. I think we have a lockup, and Grosjean out of it got the position. As you can see, a lot of contact there. I make a lot of contact in this game. You can see Grosjean with contact made the move, but he did pretty well. He was a lot further behind, and he just used these two cars. His Bottas, he did pretty nice corner, but he had nowhere to go, and he probably was a little bit frustrated to lose the position to Grosjean with no fault of his own. But then onto the next lap, you can see Grosjean making an attack. Vettel had nowhere to go, and we defended here, but Vettel made the move on Grosjean, and a few corners later, he did pretty much what Ricardo did earlier, goes around the outside. Made a drift though, so we came back on him, but then he made contact with us and we had no chance. There was another bit of contact, and yeah, it was our position lost. But anyway, we're still at P5, but Bottas wants to change that. He finished P6 last race, he doesn't want to finish P6 today too, but he goes around the outside, no way to go, as his teammate Lewis Hamilton won the race. Congratulations to him, he lost, he retired last race, so this race he won. And we finished P5, we're quite happy with that. And yeah, only our second Grand Prix we finished P5. It was more of a defending race, because we got track position because of our strategy. And even though we had contact with Massa when he brake checked us and we lost part of our front wing, we still came back with the safety car. I think if there wasn't a safety car, we could probably struggle to get points. So yeah, we were quite lucky, but anyway, you can see the podium drivers really happy. Kimi Räikkönen made a great comeback, started P10 and finishes P2, really nice. We started P15, finished P5. So Anton Davidson gave us driver of the day because we gained the most position. Marcus Ericsson got disqualified, interestingly enough. And yeah, that are the race results, finishing P5. Sebastian Vettel, he still leads the championship by only 1 point to Kimi Räikkönen, so that's going to be interesting. Also, Daniel Ricciardo is 7 points behind the leaders. Now you can see. You'll see in a minute. Yeah, you can see now the standings are up to P7, 2 points behind Massa, so I think we're going to have a little bit of a battle with Massa this season. So he gets overtaken by his previous teammate Bottas as we move to 5th in the Constructors' Championship. And 30 points behind Williams, but I think if Ocon starts finishing races, we're gonna gain a few positions in the Constructors. Well, we're gonna get Williams and Constructors. You can see in the reserves points, not a lot, but on the rivalry update, we're quite a lot in front of our teammate who's been really unlucky this season. In the reputation level and team approval, it's going quite nicely, except Mercedes and Ferrari really lost reputation to them, quite confusingly why. I have no idea. I think I can explain in the comments. Why did I lose reputation after finishing P5? I can't really explain this to myself. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and follow Adrian Twitter, he makes the thumbnails, he's down in the description. Till the next video guys, I'll see you next time, and goodbye.